All right, Keity, you're getting a taste of your own medicine here.
Yes, and I know bringing this to you all, I am prepared to hear you all's honest opinions.
You're asking for honest opinions.
I'm asking for 100% honesty because I know that partly what I'm about to tell you is a little crazy, okay? Because my girl's ex has to go, but my ex can stay. Her ex has to go. But my ex can stay.
So what's good for you is not good for her.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I have reasons.
Okay.
I have reasons.
Yeah, one
here.
could be threatening and one is not. So I can understand where you might be going with this.
Okay. Because I've always thought that you can be friends with your ex. Like, I always was like, I get how people are like, you can't be friends with your ex. They're an ex for a reason. But I was in a unique situation where I feel like my ex and I were best friends before we started dating. Then we dated. It didn't work. So then there was a time period where we weren't really like that cool. It was a cool off period, but we still try to like hold on to that friendship. But there was a moment and now we're back cool again. It's not like we talk every day or we hang out all the time, but we do check in with one another from time to time. And I think there's nothing wrong with that as long as on both sides, there's no feelings. However, right now I'm dating a woman and we've only been dating for like 3 months.
Have you met each other yet?
No, not yet.
Semantics, Kristen.
We haven't met in person yet. It's just getting. We made a plan. It's all right. Anywho, so
have you talked to Amber about her plans for 4 years by any chance?
No.
She got catfished for 4 years.
I've seen my woman. Okay, I've been on FaceTime with her. So when we were talking about this, we also were talking about being transparent about exes and who's ever in our lives and stuff like that. So she's told me about her last ex and they were in a relationship for a couple years, blase. However, her ex is still in her life because her ex had a relationship with her daughter. So it's kind of like, okay, like there's a relationship there. She said that she didn't want to come in between those two, which I get that. I'm not a parent. I don't know how that works. I'm not trying to get into the middle of that. However, her ex is still trying to get back into her life as well. Her ex has even sent messages like, hey, boo, I miss you.
Oh, no.
Girl, I just want our family back together.
Oh, no.
Oh, the family card.
Yeah, she's throwing out the family card and stuff like that.
So this is like kid bait. Like, yeah, you can have a relationship with my kid, but here I am still open to this.
And that's what I'm thinking is going on here. So I'm like, I don't like it. And I want this woman to be gone. But then I'm like, do I have a right to really say that if my ex is really not gone and we're technically cool? And she's telling me that she doesn't have any feelings for her ex at all.
It's not about the ex. It's about the ex and how the ex is acting. Like, she has an ex that is proactively trying to be a part of her now life, and that's where you are. So I think that's the issue. It's not the fact that it's an ex. It's the fact that it's an ex that still actively has feelings for you and wants to get back in your life.
I'm going to say something very outdated, but at least I know it's outdated. But I do feel this way. I feel like there should be no rules until you guys actually see each other face to face.
It's different when it's long-term. Long distance.
I know. I haven't evolved in this area. I know, but I feel like it takes it to a different level when you've actually held hands.
Okay, so because it's long distance, we can't put any rules or boundaries on anything yet.
My ideas are outdated, so take me out of the equation.
But that's Bert's stance.
I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but if you are going to say that I can be friends with my ex, I see how you think it's different because of your perspective, but you got to consider the fact that she doesn't really know that. She doesn't truly know what your ex's desires are, what your ex's, what she truly wants. So if you're going to need the comfort of that just not being a thing, then you got to be willing to give that same thing back to her.
Yeah, it's also not her fault that her ex is reaching out to her saying, hey, let's get the family back together. I miss you, boo. Like, she's not necessarily asking for that. So I feel like we can't really punish her for something that she has no control over.
I also think it takes a lot of security to have one of these long-term relationships, right? And
Long distance, you mean?
Long distance, I mean. And it's a new relationship also, and it's long distance, so there's some built-in insecurity there anyway. So, that's tough.
The good news is she's being honest because obviously you know this. How do you know this? Because she's telling you this.
Yes.
So she's being open and transparent about what's going on. So there should be some comfort in that.
There is.
Doesn't look like a lot.
There is to an extent, but I still don't trust that woman.
Well, she clearly can't be. I mean, your girl can be trusted, but
Yes.
clearly the other one cannot.
No.
But isn't it up to your girl to draw a line in the sand with her and go, I just want to let you know I'm going to have a relationship with your daughter, but this is never going to happen?
Yes, that's true.
I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask.
Well, she got to see it to ask her.
Well, when you see each other on FaceTime tonight.
The Bert Show.